Hello children, welcome you all in today's class. In today's class, we'll be discussing the homework answers from exercise 6.1 and 6.2. Then we'll see few concepts from exercise 6.4. Okay. So in triangle PQR, D is the midpoint of QR. So this is PQR, right? And D is the midpoint of QR. So PM is known as, it is perpendicular. This is 90 degree, right? If there is a right angle, then it is known as perpendicular. So PM is the altitude. Perpendicular line that connects vertex in the opposite side is known as altitude, right? So this is altitude. Okay. Next, PD. So PD is the line that joins midpoint with the top vertex. So this is known as median. Clear? So PD is median. And is QM and M are equal? No, because M is not midpoint. So QM is of different measure and MR is of different measure. So this is no. Okay. Next, draw rough sketches of the following. So now let us look at the second question. So in this question you have to draw a triangle ABC with B as median. Okay. So draw a triangle and then take a midpoint on any of the sides. Okay. For example, if this is A, B and C. Okay, take the midpoint of BC. For example, if this is of 6 cm, then take a point at 3 cm and connect this A with this point, and this is E. So AE is median. Okay, next, the third question is, you have to check for an isosceles triangle whether both altitude and median are same or not. Okay, so you draw an isosceles triangle. Okay, like 3 cm, 3 cm, and then join this. Okay, so this is also 3 cm, this is also 3 cm. Okay, now you have joined this side, these two sides. Now take midpoint of this side. Okay, I cannot do it with scale, you have to do it with scale in your notebook. Okay, take the midpoint of this side, then connect the vertex point and this point. Okay, now if you use your protractor and if you check the angle here, it will be 90 degree. Okay, that is, this is both median and altitude. It is median because it is connecting the midpoint and the vertex, and it is altitude because it is forming 90 degree. Okay, so you will write therefore median and altitude are same for an isosceles triangle. Okay, is it clear? Now we will see the answers from exercise 248. The first question, we are using external angle property of triangle here. Okay, so we studied that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. Okay, so using that property we can solve this sum. So here what will be x? 50 degree plus 70 degree. Okay, and that is nothing but 50 plus 70 is 120 degree. Okay, next, in the third question, 249. Here also x is equal to sum of interior angles. Okay, that is 70 degree. So in both cases we use by exterior angle property. Okay, here also you will write exterior angle property. Okay, next question. So in this question you have x is equal to 60 degree plus 60 degree. Okay, and that is equal to 120 degree. Okay, and by exterior angle property. Okay. Next, last one, sixth subdivision. Here x is equal to 60 degree plus 30 degree, and that is equal to 90 degree. And here also we use the same property by exterior angle property. Okay. So is it clear for all of you? Now let us use the same property and solve the second problem from exercise 6.2. Question number 252. So here we have to find the unknown interior angle. Okay. So by external property we can say, exterior angle property we can say 70 degree plus x is equal to 100, right? Okay. So exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. But we need only x now. So we can transpose 70. Okay. And that will give you x is equal to 30 degree. Okay, clear? Okay, now coming to the next question. Here 60 degree plus x is equal to 120 degree. Now x is equal to 120 degree minus 60 degree, transposing 60 to the right hand side. So this will give you 60 degree. So x is equal to 60 degrees. Okay. Next, fifth subdivision. So here 80 degree is equal to 30 degree plus x. Okay. So we need x only, right? So we can take 30 to the other side. Okay. So here value of x is 80 minus 30 is 50 degrees. Okay. Coming to sixth subdivision. Here we have 75 degrees on the exterior angle. Okay. So 75 is equal to 35 degree plus x. So we need x only, right? So x is equal to 75 minus 35, and that is x is equal to 5 minus 5 0 and 7 minus 3 40. So 40 degree. Is this clear for all of you? Now let us enter into today's session. So today we will be learning about isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, and one more very important property about triangle. Okay. So here isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, we know two sides are equal, right? So if these two sides are equal, the angles opposite to these two sides are also equal. Okay. So for example, if this is 3 centimeters and this is 3 centimeters. Okay. So the angle opposite to this side is this angle, right? Okay. So this will be some, for example, if this is some 50 degree, okay, then this angle is also equal to 50 degree. Is it clear? So in an isosceles triangle, we have two main properties. First one is it will have two equal sides, and the second property is angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. Okay. If in case these two sides are not equal, but this side and this side is equal, then you will have here the angle opposite to this side, the angle opposite to this side is this one, right? So this and this will be equal. Okay. So consider any two sides and the angles opposite to those two sides will be equal in measure. Okay. And considering about equilateral triangle, in equilateral triangle all the three sides are equal. So here also all the three angles are equal. So with this same property, if you see here, angles opposite to equal, sides are equal. Okay. So keep it in mind, for isosceles triangle, two equal sides and angles opposite to equal sides are equal. For isosceles triangle, three equal sides and three equal angles, and each angle measures 60 degree in equilateral triangle. See, this is 60, this is 60, and this is 60. We have already learnt about angles and property, right? So 60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180. So angles and property of a triangle is 180. So it is satisfied here. Okay. Next, very important point is the sum of lengths of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. Okay. For example, if you have a triangle with any three sides, if you add up any two sides, it should be compulsorily greater than the third side. Okay. Okay, so that is what the statement says. So with this basic concept, we will solve sums from exercise 6.4. Look at the first question from exercise 6.4. Second subdivision. Is it possible to have a triangle with sides 3 cm, 6 cm and 7 cm? Okay. So now first we have to use the third note that we have learnt. Okay. That is, we have to check the sum of two sides. Now let me take 3 plus 6. What is that? 9. 9 is greater than 7. Okay. Take the next two sides. 6 plus 7. It is 13. 13 is greater than 3. The next two sides, 7 plus 3 equal to 10. 10 is greater than 6. Is it clear? You have to take any two sum and you have to check whether it is greater than the third one that you have left out. Okay. So in this question, all the three is greater than the third side that is left out. Okay. So here, therefore, a triangle can have these measures as its sides. Okay, is it clear? So just we have to check whether the sum of two sides is greater than the third side. Okay. This is the final question of today's class. Second question from exercise 6.4. Here, take any point O in the interior of the triangle PQR. Okay, so this is the triangle PQR and we have took a point O in its interior. Okay. Now, is OP plus OQ greater than PQ? So now join OP. Then join OQ. Now this is a triangle, right? A triangle can be formed only if sum of two sides is greater than the third side. So is this true or not? Yes. Okay. Yes, it is true because of the third property that we have learnt. Okay. In triangle OPQ. So this has formed a triangle OP plus OQ greater than PQ. Okay. Next, OQ plus OR greater than QR. So here OQ plus OR. So join OR. So here this is a triangle, right? Okay. Now again, yes, in triangle, what triangle is that? O, Q, R. In OQR, OQ plus OR greater than QR. Okay. Next, last one. So this is in triangle OPR. Okay. So yes, in triangle OPR, OR plus OP greater than RP. Okay. So you can even say this as ORP triangle also. Either you can say ORP or OPR, anything. Okay. So by using the property that sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side, we have proved this. Okay. So that's all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.